Hey, how you doing? And welcome back to this week's video, which is taken from this week's blog. So this is the fifth in a five series and it's entitled "Even More About Being Your Own Healthcare Provider," and that's what the other ones were: the importance of becoming your own healthcare provider. Hello. All right. Keep in mind that when we are talking about being a healthcare provider, we mean in the truest form. Only you can make yourself healthy, right? In other words, provide yourself with health. Anything else would be making yourself unhealthy, right? So you're either making yourself healthy or you're making yourself unhealthy. There's no in between. And then if you make yourself unhealthy, then somebody's left with the unenviable task of trying to figure out how to make you healthy while you're busy making yourself unhealthy. You really just need to be your own healthcare provider. We're not talking about treating diseases or disorders or crisis management that would require emergency care. We are talking about pursuing health and wellness. You get the difference. So if you're totally sick and you've got health issues and stuff, you should probably see somebody that can help you with that. We might be able to help you depending on what it is if you haven't crossed over that line. But our intention is more along keeping that body healthy and doing what Mother Nature intended it to do. As I've mentioned in previous blogs, there is no rescue ship coming for us. There are no aliens with the key to life. There's no salvation except for ourselves. And if the aliens do have a message, it would be to stop treating each other like garbage, including ourselves. We really probably shouldn't even treat ourselves like garbage. So ultimately, why not pursue health and wellness when you stop to think about it? I mean, there's a lot of good things that come from that. Pursue one's virtue, humanity, pursue wisdom. These are all amazing things, and they will serve you well as you go through life. Each of us is going to need all of this at some point, anyhow, right? You're going to need to be healthy at some point. You're going to need to be virtuous at some point. We always need wisdom. So why not start working on it now? Why wait until the wheels fall off and now, I need to be wise? Well, it's too late because you were dumb. At any rate, it truly is folly to work at treating diseases and disorders without pursuing health and wellness, especially if the goal is to be healthy and well. And my goodness, that just makes so much sense. You know, if you're not working at being healthy and well, and then somebody is supposed to take care of and treat your diseases and disorders, and you're not working on being healthy and well, you're going nowhere fast. You're just not going to ever get there. You're going to make somebody a ton of dough, and pharmaceutical companies will be super happy about that. But so in this office, we don't really worry so much about fixing what's wrong and really digging to find what's wrong. We're more interested in what's right, what's working correctly, and getting you to do more of that. Because if we find what's working correctly and you do more of what's working correctly or what's working right, you have more of what's right and less of what's wrong. Kind of an interesting thought. It is thought by many that the absence of symptoms means that a person is healthy. This isn't necessarily so, especially if one is not actually pursuing health. So it's only a matter of time before the disease comes on. Many of these diseases start years and years and years earlier, and then one day they manifest in. When I was in chiropractic college, we had a professor that would say, you hear about old Joe? He dropped dead of a heart attack, as if he was perfect and then caught this heart attack and died. Now, old Joe had been in training for that heart attack for many, 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 many years. And that's what we're getting at. Right now, it's a good question. What are each of us in training for as time goes on? What's waiting for us at the end of the line here? Again, that's why I like pursuing humanity, one's virtue, wisdom, and working on health and wellness, because hopefully then at the end of that line, there's going to be wisdom, virtue, humanity, and health and wellness, rather than, oh, surprise, Healthy is not a status, it's a lifestyle that one must work on each and every day, and do so more than working on being unhealthy and unwell each and every day. So let's say for this discussion that the basic source of all illness and disease is the individual himself. So we don't catch bugs, we don't catch diseases, but the source of any disorder, ailment, calamity, whatever, is ourselves. Kind of an interesting way to look at it. And it comes about from the lifestyle that you lead, right? So a person gets what he creates, right? So if your lifestyle can lead to health and wellness, that would probably be the lifestyle to pursue. If this is the case, which, oh, spoiler alert, by the way, it is, then the food that the individual eats each day, the amount of exercise and sleep, the quality of his relationships, and having a purpose in life would all make the difference in the world and should create a healthy and well individual, right? This does not mean that he would never hurt his back or get a bug or some other calamity, but being healthy, his outcome would be far more favorable than someone who was unhealthy, right? Like we said before, healthy people generally tend to be healthy. Unhealthy people generally tend to be unhealthy. Surprise, surprise. Good. So, what if for all the diseases, this is an interesting thought. So, what if for all the diseases and disorders in the world, there was really only one cure, or rather measure that a person could take to prevent the need for the cure? Let's think about that. For all the diseases and disorders in the world, all right, there was really only one cure or one thing that a person could do to prevent the need for the cure. It's an interesting question. Most would simply just take the cure or pursue that thing that would keep them from not needing the cure, right? And they just get on with their lives. Imagine the freedom one would have in his possession, no longer wrought with worry about impending illnesses or trying to overcome an active disease or disorder. I mean, think about how much time you spend now worrying about, you saw somebody that's got disease X or disease Y, and it's, oh, I hope that doesn't happen to me. And yet you're on the path for something that someday somebody's going to say, I hope that doesn't happen to me. Again, the path of one's virtue, humanity, wisdom, health, and wellness. That's the path you want to be on, so that it's like when somebody says, oh, I hope that does happen to me. That would be a cool thing. So rather than working on keeping a body alive, one could spend more time, and here we go, understanding himself and others, pursuing interests and improving his livingness and the livingness of others. Think of all the time that you would save, all the free time that you would have, all the money that you would have if you weren't constantly trying to keep a body healthy. So it's just like change the lifestyle so that it's a healthy body, a healthy lifestyle, rather than doing whatever you want and then trying to fix it all the time. I say that because most lament, oh, if I only had more time and money. Well, living to make a sick body well is a drain of both time and money. I could tell you what to do, you eat this, do that, and everything. Everybody tells you that, and we're kind of, oh, well, whatever it is. But you already know what you're supposed to do. Come on. It's 11 o'clock at night, and you just finished off your second box of Girl Scout cookies. Somebody's really got to tell you, like, I don't know about that. No, they just don't do it, or somehow they think this isn't going to happen to them, or they're going to be fine. And they're okay because they looked at this guy that has this problem, and they're like, boy, I hope that doesn't happen to me. So now they're safe, right? Yeah, I know. If only you had more time and money. Well, if you are interested and want to get moving on things, let us know, all right? In the meantime, I'll leave it at that and urge you to get your copy of the Deflame Diet book. Oh my goodness, here he goes again with this Deflame Diet. It's about the closest thing I can think of to that cure, that thing that you could do that would have the greatest possibility of mitigating or eliminating or possibly avoiding every single disease known to mankind. Yeah, well, I'm just getting to that. That was Dr. Diane. She's off camera. And I would like to invite you to join us at the Paragon Chiropractic Book Club, which will meet on I think the 29th. So it's the last Thursday of the month. So, all right. So we'll see you there, hopefully. And keep in mind, there's really nothing to it but to do it, right? You just got to. And it's bit by bit. There's not going to be like, well, today I'm going to put on the sweatsuit and I'm going to make myself happy, even or healthy, even if it kills me. It doesn't work that way. It's just little bit, little bit, little bit. And then as you start to get healthy, then the health that you have breeds more health, which breeds more health, which breeds more health, more happiness, more free time for pursuing wisdom. Oh, I love that. Wisdom. Wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Philosophy. I love philosophy also. Philosophy actually means the love of wisdom. Philos meaning love, Sophia meaning wisdom. The love of wisdom. I love it. And think of that, as people say, if I only had more time and money, I think mostly if you're only a little smarter, you can save yourself a lot of trouble. All right, so I'm going to say take care. This is Dr. Dave. And if you think about it, go ahead and hit that like button if you like it. And please make some comments if you have something to say or, rah, rah, hooray, here, here, something. I totally agree with this or, whatever you want to say. I would love to. It's obvious I like to talk, so I would love to talk. Okay, well, thank you very much and see you next week.